Hey guys, what's going on here? This is Epic Spartan the 100, and today I'm bringing you not an Xbox 360 gameplay video, Xbox Call of Duty Ghost gameplay video. This is actually more of an information and a tip video. I haven't done a tip video yet, and I thought I had some pretty good tips. Anyway, I just now, like 5 minutes before recording this, made Max Prestige. Now this is the first Call of Duty I've ever made Max Prestige. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my KDs, time it took to Prestige, favorite class setups, whatever. Alright, so as for my KD, right now it's 1.686. I'm trying really hard to get it to a 2. I'm just finding it really difficult. But as you can see in my last 5 games, I've been doing pretty well. My preferred weapon at the moment is Remington 05. I agree with the statistics. Anyway, it's a very good gun, very good range, very good power, and a lot of fun to use. Let's see, I have 110 wins out of 1,615. It's not bad actually. And then my win-lose ratio is 1.0. I actually don't care about my win-lose ratio. I usually just go for a bunch of kills and experience. So I really don't pay attention to the win-lose ratio. And then I've been playing this game for 6 days and 3 hours, 60 minutes, and 39 seconds. So, now to my class setups. I have about 7 that I want to show you. These are just the classes that I love using as I was playing this game. Whether it was recently or a while back, this is what I used. Now, my first one I'm going to show you is Remington 05 with the full grip from the muzzle brake. I did this on a best class loadout video, my first one actually, and I find this setup to be a lot of fun to use. There's a disadvantage to it. You can hear my footsteps pretty loud because, as you see, I don't have dead silence on, but I replaced dead silence with steady aim because it's a disadvantage at close quarter combat because it's rate of fire. So that's my thought process there. And with the strike package, I was using the assault, guard dog, what's called Trinity rocket, and the battle hind. Now my second loadout, this is the M27I8R with the full grip and the suppressor. This is probably the best LMG in the game. My favorite. I do really well with it. I can live pretty long with it. And then my pokes, I was using what's called Stalker, Dead Silence, Epify, Focus, and Hard 9. Now, I would usually have 40 loaded, like 40 loaded is what I have on all my class setups, but it being an LMG already has a bunch of ammo, 100 per clip even, so you can kill about 7 people with 1 clip, so it's pretty awesome. As my track package, I usually went for the Trinity Rocket, Battle Hind, and the Hero Pilot. And my third one here is the Bison. The Bison is an absolute beast. One of my favorite submachine guns in the game. The Bison with the full grip and the muzzle brake, absolutely destroyed. Love using it. Now, as my pokes, I use Ready Up, Dead Silence, Amplify, Focus. I think that's attack resist and 40 loaded. My strike package, the IMS, Trinity Rocket, and the Battle Hind. Now, I don't snipe much in this game, but when I do, it's the USI with the chrome barrel and the thermal sight. With a secondary as the P226 with the muzzle brake, because as you guys know, unless you're pretty good at quick scoping, the sniper is not gonna help much in close quarter combat. So just having that secondary is nice to have. And as my pokes, I went with Ready Up, Dead Silence, Amplify, Focus, 40 loaded, and Gambler. And as my strike package, I usually try to use support this one, the Satcom, Night Owl, and the Oracle. And as my next gun, the Vector CRB. Again, one of my favorite submachine guns in the game. It kills anyone within 2 or 3 hits, unless they have a Blizzard Vest, which is still pretty quick. I use the full grip and the muzzle brake with this. As you guys notice, I don't use much sights. I try to use the iron sights as much as possible because it just gives you an extra slot for another perk. I don't know, another attachment. So yeah, I went with the full grip and muzzle brake. But it being a submachine gun, it's not very good at range. But adding that muzzle brake, it acts just like an assault rifle. And here's my perks. I went ready up, agility, dead silence, amplify, focus, and fully loaded. And the strike package of the IMS, Trinity Rocket, and the Battle Hind. Now, my next gun is the SC-2010. The SC-2010, very versatile, very good at close range, good at long distances, high rate of fire. The iron sights are very manageable. The attachment that I usually use with it is the full grip and suppressor, although it works very well with the muzzle brake as well. In my perks, I use the stalker, dead silence, amplify, focus, and fully loaded. And then my strike package, the satcom, guard dog, and the battle hind. Don't worry, guys, almost done. The AK-12, very good assault rifle. I love using it. Always do really well with it. Usually I would use the full grip and the suppressor, but same as the SC-2010 is very good with the muzzle brake. Just kill within a few shots. And the next is the Honey Badger with the full grip and the extended mag, with stalker, the silence, amplify, focus, and fully loaded. And then the guard dog, battle hind, and hero pilot. Let's see. And that's about it, guys. That is. Those are my favorite class setups within while I was playing the game. Now, before I go on to the tips, I want to share with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and customize patch. I'm gonna go ahead and equip this one. This one I always use. Dreams never die. And then I wanted to change my background. You get this sweet background when you get to Prestige 10, and I see that as being very cool. Anyway, now to the tips. I'm actually gonna stop recording, go into a game and record, do a little voiceover actually. So yeah, so it'll be a little easier to understand me and focus on what I'm saying. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I managed to get into a game of domination within Sovereign. Within this gameplay, I use the SC-2010 with the full grip and the suppressor. Same loadout I showed you guys. But anyway, that is not the point here. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few tips on how to play multiplayer really well. Now, I'm going to share with you guys about 9 tips, I believe. Now, 3 of them do involve money, so I'm going to save those for last. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Now, tip number 1 is use a variety within the game. Variety. Did I say it? I don't know. Variety. When I say that, I mean use a bunch of different guns. Use a bunch of different kill streaks. Play a bunch of different game modes. Doing this, you'll be able to find what you do best. Like, when I first started the game, started playing Call of Duty Ghosts, I was sticking with one weapon, and that weapon only, and that was the ARX. Yeah, what I didn't know was there were many other guns that were really amazing, and the ARX, in my opinion, just sucks. You know, I was just sticking with that weapon, and I was not using anything else. Now, okay, sorry. It's my first time doing this, okay? Cut me some slack. Tip number 2 is technique. When I say technique, I mean, are you defensive? Are you camp? Are you offensive? You know, you can also change the controls on your controller. You can hold your controllers in different ways. You can, I used to do a thing called clawing the controller. What you do is use your middle finger to press the shoot trigger, the right trigger, and then you use your forefinger, your pointer finger, you press A, B, X, and Y. That's what I used to do. It's just so I could keep my thumb on the analog stick. But now I do a thing to where I switch around the controls in the options to where now I slide, crouch, and go prone with the right analog stick and knife with B. so that way I can maneuver a lot easier, and it's a lot more comfort for my hand because I don't have to do the claw. And yeah, just find different techniques. I suggest you do that. Just find what you do best. Now, tip number 3 is, what was it?
We lost B.
Sorry guys. Tip number 3 is the sound perks.
Enemy has Bravo.
Now, there are 2 different sound perks that come to mind. There is Amplify and Dead Silence. These 2 perks are a big part of this game. See, footsteps are a lot easier to hear in this game than the other Call of Duties. So Amplify makes the footsteps louder, which allows you to get a lot more kills and defend yourself. And Dead Silence makes your footsteps unaudible, which means you can't hear them unless they have Amplify. Amplify allows you to hear Dead Silence, so they can cancel each other out, but these 2 perks will help you a lot. Alright, now that was tip 3. Tip 4 is, I don't remember. What was tip 4? Watch the gameplay as I've returned remembered. I remember one, but I want to save that for last. Oh, I remember. Okay. I hope you liked that gameplay because it took a while. Pre-aim. Tip number 4 is to pre-aim. Don't walk around that corner unless the gun is held up to your face. Reason for this is, gives you a lot better chance to win that gunfight, because in Call of Duty Ghosts you die really quickly, as you just saw. I was just killed within just a few shots. In Call of Duty Ghosts you die really quickly, you have very little health. You have very little health, so just pre-aiming gives you that extra advantage, just quick reaction, and yeah, you just go for it, and you either win or don't, but the pre-aiming helps a lot. No, tip number 5 is to have fun. And you guys are going, what kind of tip is that? Have fun. Just don't be yelling at your television, okay? There'll be times where I'll be raging, just yelling at my television. Sometimes I even do it in my videos. Not, I don't yell, but I rage within my videos. That just ruins it for you. It ruins your game. It ruins your next couple games. And just raging doesn't help anything. Just make sure you're having fun, whether you're eating a sandwich or you're playing while eating a sandwich, or music. Just make sure you're having fun, okay? It just ruins it if you're not having fun. Why play if you're not having fun? Don't rage. Okay? Now, these next 3 tips do involve money, so if you don't want to hear these, just click off the video now. But, tip number 1, well, tip number 6, my bad. Tip number 6 is to get some control freaks. If you don't know what these are, control freaks are, they increase the height of your analog stick, so you have more room to move. It increases your accuracy, it increases your reaction time. And they're about $10, and you can get them concave, convex, tall, short. There's several different types of these control freaks. Check them out. I'll leave it in the description down below to the website. Unfortunately, I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have a 10% off coupon like other people do. If you want that, I suggest you check out LEA or Elite Shot, whatever. Now, tip number 2 is a headset. Whether it's Turtle Beach, Trident, Astro Gaming, whatever, just have a headset. Not only does it make the game sound 50% better, more than 50% better, it allows you to hear those footsteps a lot better, which helps you a lot. It gives you a lot more kills, keeps you away from dying, and it just helps a lot. Now, tip number 3 is a pretty expensive tip. It's to get a scuffling controller. I don't have a scuffling controller just because of how expensive it is. If it wasn't so expensive, I would have one already. When I say expensive, I mean around $100. And yeah, I would leave a link in the description down below to the Scuff Gaming website as well. Wait, first one I tried. Now, what Scuff Gaming is they
SATCOM uplink enabled.
have a bunch of accessories, you know, game equipment, whatever. But really, the main attraction are the controllers. Now, the controllers are completely customizable when it comes to colors, grip on the controller. They come with paddles on the back,
Enemy SATCOM
so
spotted.
you don't have to press the buttons. You can just press the pedal,
Losing B.
which is a lot easier actually. And then they also come with trigger stoppers, so you just have that few extra seconds to reload, shoot. Makes you shoot semi-automatic a lot faster. And just the whole Scuff 1 controller concept is really cool, fully customizable, and it will increase your gameplay so much. It's unbelievable. Now, as I said, I will leave a link in the description below to the Control Freak website, to the Scuff 1,
We lost B.
to the Scuff Gaming website, and I will leave also leave a link to the type of headset I'm using. I'm using a Trident, so I will leave that in the description as well. So anyway, guys, those are my tips. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. And thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Securing Alpha. Friendly SATCOM active. Alpha secure. Enemy air superiority incoming. Securing Bravo. SATCOM ready. Reloading. Losing Alpha. We lost A. SATCOM uplink enabled. Enemy has Alpha. Enemy Oracle inbound. SATCOM uplink enabled. Losing Charlie. We lost C. Enemy has C. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Nice work, team. Well done.